Yep. Okay. Hi, I'm Gunnar Massey.
Give me an example of a good decision you made recently. What alternatives did you consider?
A good decision I made recently was attending Rend Lake College. I had another alternative that was Parkland College in Champaign, Illinois. They probably had better athletics and academics, but Rend Lake was cheaper and closer to home. So ultimately, that was the great decision I made recently.
In your position in your club, how did you define doing a good job? Can you give me specific examples?
I define doing a good job is studying hard on a test, working hard after practice, or hitting the weight room. Anything that will help me better my studies in the classroom or play on the field.
Can you describe some specific assignments or a task or a job conditions that you enjoyed the most?
We did a presentation in business communications not too long ago. It was about like daily routines and weekly routines and like time management, and I really enjoyed that. I feel like this presentation really helped me in my personal life build a routine and daily schedule to make life work easier.
Give me an example of how you determine the top priorities at your job or school.
The top priorities at my job or school is a lot of things. It's money, because time is money. So, like coming to the college, for instance, I had a full ride, so all my money was paid for, and I, basically get 2 years free. Also, with a job, you want to make as much money as possible and not limit yourself from working up in the system.
Have you ever been too persistent? And what happened and how can you improve the outcome?
No, I don't think I've ever been too persistent. Normally, I like to set goals and achieve those goals in a timely manner. If I have trouble achieving those goals, I'll sit it down and try again tomorrow. But I try to just accomplish a task until it's done.
Describe a situation in which you found your results were not up to your boss's or your instructor's expectations. What did you do to rectify the matter?
In the first semester, I was in Econ 1, and we had a presentation over GDP, different countries, like how much they produce. And I was a little unprepared and did it last minute, and it did not meet the expectations of my instructor. This assignment hurt me in my grade book, and I become more persistent and spent more time on my assignments next.
How did you decide on the school you wanted to attend, and what alternatives did you consider?
Coming to Rend Lake, I'm a student athlete, so baseball, I had a full ride for that, so it helped me out a lot. Also, it was really close to home. I had another baseball scholarship at a junior college in Parkland. It is in Champaign, Illinois, and it's just a little further away, and it would have cost me a little more money. So Rend Lake was a good decision, clear decision.
Tell me about some time when you weren't very pleased with your performance. What did you do about it?
Back in the first semester, also in econ, I didn't make a very good grade on my second test, and it hurt me in the grade book hard. It dropped me from a B to a C. So I, upgraded my studying methods and kind of broadened out, my terms I used, and I ultimately got better and started getting better grades on my test.
What were your goals at school last year, and how did you set them? Did you achieve them, and why or why not?
Yes, I achieved most of my goals. One of my goals was to get at least a 3.5 in my for both semesters averaged together, which I have accomplished, and that helps me a lot for transferring out of here because this is only a 2-year college. So if I could get any extra money, that would be awesome.
What was the biggest problem you encountered while you were at college, and what did you do about it?
I would say like not doing my work on time. Not doing my work on time was like a bad habit of mine I had in high school. And when I got here, within the first 2 weeks, I kind of realized that deadlines are deadlines and I have to do it by then. So now I'm kind of getting ahead of it. Like, if I have assignment a week early, I will make sure I do it, 2 or 3, 4 days before. So just, kind of no sweat, and I feel good about myself.
Thank you very much.